Thank you for staying with us. This week, it was revealed that Dangote Refinery sued the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, and other companies. The company, in a statement on Monday by its Group Chief Branding and Communications Officer, Anthony Chejina, made this known in reaction to reports that it asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to void import licenses issued to NNPC, Matrix Petroleum Services Limited, AA Reno Limited, and 4 other companies. It was reported that the Dangote Refinery had also asked the court to award 100 billion naira in damages against the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority for allegedly continuing to issue import licenses to NNPCL, Matrix, and other companies for importing petroleum products such as diesel and aviation fuel into Nigeria. And the case, according to the report, was adjourned to 20th January 2025, clarifying the suit, which Mr. Chejina said the issue began in June and culminated in a matter being filed on 6 September. He said the parties have been engaged in discussions and events have overtaken the development. He added that once the matter comes up in January 2025, the refinery will formally withdraw the case. I still have with me Olufemi Lawson and, of course, Garba, communications consultant. Olufemi Lawson, very quickly now, the Dangote Refinery suing and asking the court to award 100 billion naira in damages against the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority for allegedly continuing to issue import licenses to NNPCL and other, companies for importing petroleum products. Now, what dynamics do you think is playing out here?
Well, I read about the suit and I was a bit surprised that, and I was a bit afraid also that we may likely be on our road to another, culture of trying to monopolize this market. Well, a market that's really liberalized. And this suit, surprisingly, was not just against NNPCL, which has been accused to be a regulatory body now participating in business, but other private, business entities that has right to import products, just like we've survived on imported petroleum product for many years now. Because I wouldn't want to understand the logic behind
trying to stop them
from stopping people from doing their legitimate business. It's just another attempt to wanting to monopolize the market. And I hope Dangote will not be taking us through the route that the company has done in sugar, cement, and other businesses it has been involved in the past. If a liberalized market, people have right and asking that their importation license be withdrawn. It's somehow alarming because even the refinery as built by Dangote today, does it have the capacity to serve us as a nation currently if we have not been surviving on some of these imported products, which unfortunately are as a result of the non-functionality of our own refineries?
Brings me to the next question quickly before I get to Mr. Garba. Now, the issue on the front burner is actually the frowning against import of petroleum products. Now, is it entirely bad, for the country knowing the risk of relying solely on the Dangote refinery? Because the fears now is Dangote refinery, we can't rely on that refinery. What if something happens? So why is there some antagonization towards, importation?
It's not even logical, especially when you talk of a sector where everyone who has the resources can participate. It is not a government-run enterprise, and Dangote refinery is not even a government. Even a government-run institution will not be making such kind of demand in an attempt to restrict others from participating. Talk less of a market that's already liberalized for anybody who has money to go into it. So it sounds strange, but it is also very pleasing that the company said it has withdrawn the case, and by January it will be formally withdrawn from the court. People have right to do business, and if you think you have better offer, you would not even need to ask the court to withdraw anybody's license. Your prices will force people to even come and patronize you. That is how it should be, competitiveness.
All right. Mr. Garba, quickly, the Dangote refinery is expected to deliver up to 25 million liters a day, but that is still far from the actualization. And also, NNPCL has received only 317 million liters from the Dangote refinery, away from the estimated 1.5 billion liters benchmark. Now, shouldn't importation be the lifeline here? Because obviously it looks like it's being frowned at.
Mark, you have answered the question yourself now. I don't want all this back and forth between Dangote, NNPCL, and the independent oil marketers. This is a free market economy. We have since talked about deregulation. These are open markets. Everybody can come into the business. And don't forget that, NNPC pulled out saying no, It's based on willing buyer, willing seller basis. So it's an open market, everybody can trade. And they've given Dangote the mandate to sell at its own price, even if the market forces should determine what should be sold in the open market. And the independent marketers on their own said, okay, it's time for us to bring in, as I'm talking, this is a transshipment that is coming to Nigeria. So why is Dangote crying foul now? I believe he must have done some feasibility studies before coming on stream. He knew that there's a very big market in Nigeria, in Europe, and in other parts of the world. Dangote is selling to other countries of the world. So why is he so focused about Nigerian market? Avoiding competition. There must be competition because we anticipated that, look, at this point in time, Dangote should not sell above 600 or 550 naira, going by, the market's listing he did. But we are seeing a situation whereby the price is going above 100,000. And you expect Nigerians to relax. What about the independent market? They also have sources. And remember, there are other refineries coming on stream. So the federal government is smart by allowing the market to determine the forces of, demand and supply. So, and Mark, as I'm talking to you, there was a report that almost 85% of Nigerians are not ready to purchase fuel. People are now using alternatives. They are looking for new alternatives. Some people are even trekking to office. Some people come to office twice in a week. So people, you think we should survive on fuel alone? So it's something that is, Nigerians are feeling it because of, the coming of Dangote on stream. So I think this is a warning to Dangote to, take a look at it and at the same time, look for ways he can make money outside the shores of this country and at the same time, sad Nigerians in which you are getting that gave you this opportunity.
All right, Garba, thank you very much. We are really pressed.